another video. In this video, we are going to discuss about the Service VPN. So Service VPN are nothing but any devices or network which is connected onto the LAN side that each VPN is known as a Service VPN. So Cisco SD-wan Service VPNs are used to segment the network into multiple virtual private networks. So if you see that I do have three interfaces over here, that would be 10, 20, and 30 in the data center one. So if I connect to one interface, that should be connected, maybe connected to your switch, or maybe connected to any other device or network within your LAN. All right, so anything connected. So this is like if I define this interface into the VPN 10 means it is a separate VRF now, simply. And if I define VPN Geek 4 into VPN 20 and Geek 5 into VPN 30, all of them are separate VRFs now. So the separate VRFs, in a sense, with the SD-WAN, it is separate VPN. So one VPN cannot communicate with another VPN by default. That is the behavior of the SD-WAN fabric. Now coming to the same thing for the branch one, I do have VPN 10, I do have VPN 20, and I have VPN 40. So on the branch one, once I deploy the service VPNs, what I'm going to see is that VPN 10 will see the routes of the VPN 10, VPN 20 will see the routes of the VPN 20. Now, the DC does not have VPN 40, so it will not see any routes, and the DC branch 1 does not have VPN 30, so it will not see that routes. So the behavior is that all of them are sending the routes to the vSmart. Okay, vSmart has all the routes of 10, 20, 30, and 40, but the devices which are like data center 1, branch 2, 3, and 4, they are only participating commonly in 10 and 20 branch devices and data center. And data centers are participating in VPN 30, branches are participating in VPN 40. So when you create those VPNs can see the routes of the another VPNs, of the another branch device VPNs. So vSmart is the heart of the SD-WAN. So it will get all the routes. It is able to see the whole fabric with perspective of the vSmart because everyone is reporting to the vSmart. But how things works in the branch devices and the edge devices is that if they are participating in any of those VPN numbers, they are able to see the different branches which are also participating on the same VPN. So in this way now what's happening, 10 is unable to communicate with 20, 20 is unable to communicate with 30, but 10 is able to communicate with 10, 20 to 20, 30 to 30, and 40 to 40. So same membership can be communicated, but 10 cannot communicate with 2, 20, 20 cannot communicate with 30. So it's like a segmenting now. So individually, all the VPNs are now like a VPNs. Alright, the segments allow for the logical division of the overlay fabric into the distinct end-to-end virtual segment. As I said that when coming to the all over the fabric, vSmart has all the routes, but is not going to distribute to each and every one. It will only distribute. So for example, VPN 10, all the devices are participating in VPN 10, so all the VPN 10 routes will be shared with each and every device. Now coming with VPN 30, only data center 1 and 2 are participating, so it will send 30 routes to data center 1 and data center 2 only. Unless you do the route leaking, it will not share that one. Okay, so this will help on the overlay side. It is like segmenting. So VPN 10, VPN 20, VPN 30, everything is being segmented in small networks or whatever the respective VPNs. Each service VPN can be configured to handle a specific type of traffic, types of services, providing better traffic management and security. Now, what you can do is like you can do one thing in a data center now. So these are the branches which are in the regional now. So whenever they are going to the internet or whenever they are trying to communicate with the data center, so or you can say like whenever the branches are trying to communicate with each other, you want to place intrusion prevention system maybe, or you want to place a firewall, or you want to place some other service in between that will inspect the traffic. So what you're gonna do is that now branch 1 and 2 are in a mesh now, so they are communicating directly with a tunnel. That's fine. But we want them, in order to communicate with each other directly, we want them to go to the firewall first, inspect the traffic, and go to the branch 2. So now this service can be hosted in any of the VPNs, 10, 20, 30, and 40, doesn't matter. And it can be applied to the respective traffic as you wish. So now what you're doing is that even though there is a tunnel directly, still you're steering the traffic to the firewall first, then to your branch 2 for the inspection purpose. So in this way, you are removing the load of the inspection from the edge devices and you're putting that load to somewhere else on some other branch on some other device. So in this way, you're not consuming a lot of resources. Now, Service VPN can enable a business to create isolated environments for different application or departments, ensuring traffic is routed efficiently and secure. Now, let's take an example of the guest access over here. So when I say 40 is the VPN, so 40 and 40. All of the branches have the 40 VPNs. That means they are able to communicate with each other now. So in a typical way, this guest user is able to communicate with the guest network of my different branches, which is not good, right? Because he is a guest, so he should be like isolated to this particular site only. And if he wants to go to the internet, he should be going directly to internet. So yes, you can create a policy in such a way that even though all of them are having 40 VPN and they are participating in the neighborship, but we want to isolate this particular 40 should not communicate with any other VPN simply. So yes, you can create the policy saying that our guest VPN should only be isolated, should be present on that particular site, but should be able to communicate with the internet, but not with the respective branches VPN 40 membership. This segment also allows for more granular control over your network policies, can improve overall network performance by reducing congestion and optimizing resource. Let's take the same example now. Since we are not sharing the routes, okay, so you're not sharing the routes anyhow. So the guest access is not able to communicate with the another branches one, so the traffic will be now efficient because my device is not looking up for the VPN 40 routes now. It's not getting the routes in first place and it is not looking into it. It is not interested in getting those traffic routes into its routing table and process that one. Because when we have the routes in here, then it will create a tunnel to this particular site on the VPN 40 also. We don't want that one. So that's why isolating the traffic will make it efficient. So that's the service VPNs which will make things a little bit simpler and easier to configure. All right, so let's go ahead and configure our topology now. So I will just remove this one. Now we will go ahead with branch 1, 2, and 4 first. So let's create a VPN 10 service VPN for branch 1, 2, and 4. So let's go back to our vManage, go to the configuration and templates, go to the feature templates, and we already have that one. So the name is vEdge. So we will already have the VPN template created 512. We will utilize that one. Click on copy, change the name to VPN 10 and click on copy. And now we will edit that VPN 10. We will just change the name to VPN 10. And now you can write this one as a corporate VPN 10. It's up to you. If you want to give a name or not, that's not compulsory. It will take it by default. That's fine. Click on update. So now my VPN 10 is ready. So let's filter that VH again. Now, next thing is that I need an interface that is gig 0/3, 0/2 on my branch 1, 2, and 4. So gig 2. So I already have ETH 0 over here, so I will utilize the same thing. Click on copy, and I will just change the name to GE 0/2, 0/2, and copy. And now I will go ahead and I will edit it. I will say that this one should be GE0/2 and I will assign it as a static. So I will say GE0/2 and update. That's all I need. I just need to create a VPN I need to create an interface which I created. Let's go ahead and deploy it simply. So let's go to the device templates. Let's go to the branch 1, 3 and 4. Click on edit. Let's go to the service VPN and click on add. And now we should see VPN 10. Click on next. Click on interface which we want to add, that is gig0/2. Click on add and click on update. So now it should ask you the value for that particular interface. So let's click on edit. That should be, this is branch 1, so 10.10.201.1/24. So that's the format I'm following, 10.10.x, that is site number. So click on update. Let's go to the branch 3, 10.10.203.1/24 and 10.10.204/1/24. So click on next and click on configure, confirm it, or if you like to see the CLI, click on that CLI. Now the configuration has been changed because that was a base configuration last time we have sent it. So let's click on config difference, click on side by side, and now you are able to see what is the new configuration which we are going to send. So click on configure, click on confirm and OK. So now we are also ready to push the same configuration for our branch 2. So let's go ahead and edit Service VPN. Click on add, click on VPN 10, click on next, VPN interface, gig0/2, click on add, click on up. But now Service VPN, if you see that both the routers are participating in the same, what do we say, subnet. So let me change the color. So now branch 1, branch 2 device 1, gig 2 and branch 2 device 2 gig0/2, both of them are participating in 10.10.20 2.0/24 network. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to say .1 for branch device 1 and .2 for the device 2. So we are going, because both of them are at the same site on the same branch, all right, and they are also connected to the same LAN network. So that's why .1 will be for the device 1, .2 will be for the device 2. So click on edit and I will here I will say that 10.10.202.1/24 and 10.10.202.2/24. Click on update, click on next and configure. Alright, so similarly, let's go ahead and quickly complete for the VPN 20 and VPN 40. So I will go to the configuration templates, go to the feature templates. I will just simply filter it and I will select VPN 10. So this one should be VPN 20. Click on copy, click on edit, and I will just change the VPN 20 and I will also change the name to VPN corporate VPN 20. Again, we will filter it. Now gig0/2 we have configured it, so we will copy that one, gig0/3 and 3. Copy. Let's edit the gig0/3 and click on update. Similarly, we will do for the VPN 40. So copy that VPN 20, click on copy, edit that VPN 40. That should be VPN 40. Now this one is a guest VPN now. So I will say guest, click on update. So 40 is my guest. So VPN 40 is my guest. And the interface is gig 0/4. So let's copy gig 0/3 once again and click on copy. Let's edit that gig 0/4. So hopefully all the interfaces and the VPN should be ready now. Let's go to the device templates, go to the branch 1, 3, and 4, click on edit. Let's go to the service VPN, click on add. Now I will select VPN 20 first, then click on next. And within that 20, I will define the interface gig 0/3, click on add. Go the same process, do not select both of them together. VPN 40, click on next, add the interface gig 0/4, click on update. So we have to provide the IP addresses for two interfaces. Click on edit. So now it is asking you for the gig 3 10.20.201.1/24, 10.40.201.1/24. Click on update. It will be 10.20.203.1/24 and 10.40.203.1/24. And finally the branch 4, that will be 10.20.204.1/24 and 10.40.204.1/24. Update, next, configure, confirm, OK. So similarly, let's go and complete the branch 2 also. So click on Service VPN, click on Add, VPN 20, click on Next, WAN interface, select gig 0/3, add VPN, select VPN 40, next, VPN interface gig 0/4, add, and click on update. So now on the taskbar you see that there was an orange dot which has gone now, so that means task is completed, the previous task. So let's go to the branch 2 device 1 and we will say that 20.10.20.202.1/24, 10.20.20, not 20, it should be 40.202.1/24. Branch 2 device 2 will also have the same subnet but .2. Right, so click on update, click on next, configure and confirm. Now let's go back to the data center device 1 and the data center DC2. Let's go ahead and create the VPNs for them also. So this time I will be a little bit quicker now. So let's go back to the template, feature template, click on add, and we will say, otherwise we will just go to feature templates and we will filter it as CH. We will copy this one because we already have these two devices selected over here. So we can utilize that one. So click on copy and we will say that should be VPN 10 and 10 and copy. Let's go ahead and edit. I will say this one should be VPN 10 as we were giving the name globally. Corporate VPN 10 and click on update. And again we will filter it. I will copy that VPN 10. We want VPN 20 also. And copy. Let's go ahead and edit the VPN 20. And this one should be corporate VPN 20. Click on update. Now again filter once again. We will copy the VPN 20. This one should be VPN 30 now. Now 30 is only with the data centers, not with the branch devices. So I will say 30, click on edit. So if you come back to my topology, this one is VPN 30. Alright, so I will change it to VPN 30, and this one will be the shared access VPN, which we will discuss in future. Click on update. So my all VPNs are ready now, 10, 20, and 30. That's all good. Let's go ahead and create the interfaces, that is 3, 4, and 5 gig. And here also the same thing, gig 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so let's filter it with the CH, and we will go with gigabyte 8, which is for the management. Copy that one. This one will be gig 3, 4, and 5. So 3. So let's edit that gigabyte 3. Click on update. Let's filter again, copy that gigabyte 3. We will copy it for gigabyte 4. And we will say edit, copy gigabyte 4 and gigabyte 4 and update. And finally, we want one more, that is gigabyte 5. So we will filter again with CH, CED, and we will click on copy. Should be gigabyte 5, 5, copy. Finally, we will edit that gigabyte 5. Click on update. So all the VPNs and interfaces are ready. Let's go to the data center 1. Click on edit. Let's go to the service VPN. Click on add service VPN. VPN 10. Click on next. Add a VPN interface Ethernet. We will go with gigabyte 3. Again, we will go with VPN 20. Let's add the interface gigabyte 4. And that would be VPN 30. Click on next. Add the VPN number gigabyte 5. So click on update. It should ask you the values now. Click on edit. So let's go with gig 3, that is VPN 10, 10.10.101.1/24, 10.20.101.1/24, and 10.30.101.1/24. Click on update, click on next, click on configure. We'll do the same thing for the data center 2. Click on edit, service VPN, add VPN. So VPN 10, click on next. Interface will be gig 3. Add VPN, VPN 20. Click next. VPN will be gig 4. And add VPN, VPN 30. Interface will be gig 5. And click on update. So it should ask you the values now. So click on edit template. That should be 10.10.102.1/24, 10.20.102.1/24, and 10.30.102.1/24. Click on update, next, and configure. So at this time, all the service VPNs have been configured on the vManage sites, but we need to confirm whether it's working or not on the LAN side, whether it is able to ping or not. So if I go back to my topology, you see that I do have branch devices over here. So I will go ahead with the first one, that is branch 1. So with the branch 1 LAN, okay, let me get the port numbers. That should be branch 1 LAN. What is the port number for this one? 32792. So branch 2 will be 88. Okay, let me get one by one. So first will be close this connection. 92, click on update. Branch to LAN, it was 32.788. Let me see the properties. I will close that one. Make sure that is the one. Yep. And also I will go with the branch 3 LAN 32789, and the branch 4 will be 791, 89 and 91. If we close this connection, 89 and update, and this one will be 91. So that's all done. Let's go to the data center device 1, 87, device 2, data center 2, TCLAN 2, 90. So this one was 87 and 90. Close the connection for both of them. 87. Should be 90. It's all done. So let's go ahead and configure our branch 1. Config the hostname will be br1 LAN. IPsef, because you need to enable that VRF, so that is the command. Then we will say that IP VRF VPN 10, RD value 10 is to 10, exit, interface E0/0, IP address will be IP VRF forwarding will be VPN 10, and IP address will be 10.10.201.10, 255.255.0, and no shed, exit. If I say do show VRF, I should have that VRF. Do show run interface is 0/0. It should be defined under the VPN 10. That's correct. Let's go ahead and ping, that is 10.10.201.1. So do show IP interface brief. Yes, we do have that one. It's enabled. Do show run interface is 0/0. That is also correct. 201. So let's go to the branch 1. We will say admin. I will say show IP routes on a tabular form for the VPN 10, or I will say IP routes for VPN 10 in the table form. So 10.1.201. If I also say that show interface description in the tabular form, I should see gig 0/2 10.10.201, that is up and running. So let's go back to my topology, that is branch 1. E0/0 is connected to the gig 0/2, that is correct. Let's go ahead and ping one more time. And also let me confirm the port number is also correct, 32792. Yep. Okay, let me configure the other one, that is IP VRF VPN 20. RD value is 20 is to 20. Exit interface is 0/1. IP VRF forwarding VPN 20. IP address will be 10.20.201.10. no shut exit. I will do the self ping. Okay, I need to specify the ping VRF VPN 10 10.10.201.1. So I need to specify the VRN. That's only it will ping, otherwise it will not ping. So if I say that ping VRF VPN 2010.20.201.1, I should be able to ping. And finally, IP VRF VPN 40. RD value will be for 40 is to 40 exit. Then I will say interface E0/2 IPVRF forwarding VPN 40 10.40.201.10. No shut exit and save that config. And after that I will say ping VRF VPN 40. IP address will be 10.10. Sorry, 10.40.201.1. So ping VRF VPN 40 10.40.201.1. So that's how we configure that one. So let's go ahead and configure the branch 3 and 4 LANs. So let me open up my notepad. So first I said config t IPsef and I said IPVRF VPN 10. RD value should be 10 is to 10. Exit interface is 0/0 IPVRF forwarding VPN 10. IP address will be 10.10.203.110. No shut exit, and I'm doing for the branch 3 now. So we already done it, the commands on the device itself. So let's go to the VPN 20. RD value will be 20 and 20, and this one should be E0/1 interface. That will go to VPN 20. Let's go to the 10.20. And let's go to the VPN 40, 40, 40, and 40, and 40. That's it. So let's go ahead and configure on the branch 3 LAN, and also we will issue one host name also in here. Branch 3 LAN. Okay. Do show IP interface brief. I should see gig. Haha, that is the problem here. Let me fix it. Okay, that is E0/2. That was the one supposed to be. My mistake. Let me go ahead and fix it. It's all done. To show IP interface brief, and now it should be all good. So if I say to do ping VRF VPN 10, that should be 10.10.203.1, and with the VRF 20 203.1, and with the VRF 40 40.1. So I will save that config. That's all good. Now let's move to the branch 4. So I will just say that this should be the branch 4 LAN. Nothing is being changed, just only 204, 204, 204. That's it. All should be good. 10, 10, 10, 20 and interfaces. Super. Let's go ahead, paste it. save it, verify it to ping VRF VPN 10, 10.10.204.1, 20, and 40. Okay, let's save that config. That's all good. Now let's go back to the branch 2 now. Branch 2 is a little bit tricky. So first need to configure the switch in order to make sure that our configuration is like traffic goes properly. So config the hostname will be branch 2 switch, and I will say that I want to configure VLAN 10, 20, and 40 and exit. Interface range E0/0 to 2, 3 interfaces. Switchport access VLAN number will be 10 and exit. Interface E0/3, E1/0 to 1 should be interface range. Switchport access VLAN number will be 20 and exit. So that's why when I plug the cables in, connected the cables, I plugged connected in a sequence way so that it will be easy to configure. So interface range E1/2 to 3, comma E2/0. Switchport access VLAN 40, no shut, exit. That's all. Alright, so we have configured the switch now, so the collision domain is less. So let's exit out, save once again, and that's it. Now we are ready to configure our branch 2 LAN now. Okay, with the branch 2 LAN, let's go ahead with branch 2 LAN VPN 10 202.10, VPN 20 202.20, VPN 40 202.40. So exit that one, and we will now verify ping VRF VPN 10, 10.10.202.1. So that is my device 1, and 2, that is my device 2, should ping now. That's good. VPN 20, device 2, and device 1, and VPN 40, device 1, device 2. Alright, so now it is pinging to the respective VPNs now. So now let's go ahead and configure the branch data center 2 first, then I will configure the data center 1. So let's go ahead with the data center 2. Let's grab that one now. That should be DC2 LAN. VPN 10 is good, but it is 102. VPN 20 is also good, but it is 102. We don't have VPN 40, we have only VPN 30, so we will change it to VPN 30. And it should have 102. So it should be 10.30. So it should be all good. Let's go to the config T and paste it, save it. Now if I say ping VRF VPN 10, 10.10.102.1 equal to ping, then let's go with VPN 20. I'm able to ping. Let's go with VPN 30. Let's go. Right, so DC2 is configured. Let's go back to the DC1 now. Now in the DC1, you see that gig 4 is not connected to the router, it is connected to the ASA firewall. So first we will configure the router, then we will configure the ASA firewall. So that should be DC1 LAN. So VPN 10 is connected to 101. VPN 20 is not connected, so we don't require VPN 20, but VPN 30 yes, and it is connected on E0/1. So go back to my topology, E0/1. So I will change it to E0/1, VPN 30, that should be 101. So, okay, let's go ahead and configure the DC21 LAN now. Exit and verify it, ping VRF VPN 10, 10.10.101.1, and with the VPN 20, sorry, VPN 30. So that means my IP address is also wrong in here. That should be, okay, 30. It's correct, sorry. I'm able to ping. That's fantastic. Now I do also have an ASA, so let's grab that ASA port number also. 793. Alright, so I will say that config T, hostname will be ASAV, and the interface that is connected is gig0/0. So I will say interface gig0/0. Name if will be outside for now. IP address will be 10.20.101.10, and no shut, exit, and save it. So if I ping 10.20.101.1, I am able to ping now. So my configuration is all good now. So I have successfully configured my service VPNs, and they are able to communicate with their respective devices. So I hope this was informative for you, and thank you.